You know how it feels to get stabbed? This video here, I'm going to tell y'all the 2 times that I got stabbed and what it felt like when that damn knife entered your body.
Hold down, man. Suitcase this, my cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Okay, as y'all seen on the intro, today I'm gonna be talking about the 2 times that I got stabbed. All right, and I also said it in the video I did the other day about mentioning the times that I got knocked out. I told y'all maybe I'll drop the video on the 2 times I got hit, and here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. To make it clear, make it known, I did not get stabbed in prison. All right, it was on the streets. This was before I even landed in prison. This was a long time ago. All right, and it happened twice, 2 different occasions, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you them both. All right, now the first time I got hit was on Christmas Day, believe it or not. All right, and I ain't always been an angel, you know what I'm saying? I was in the streets, you know, thugging, trapping, selling, you get what I'm saying? So on this particular day, I was chilling in my neighborhood at a Marathon gas station, right in my hood. And you know, someone called me that owed me, you know, he owed me, you know, money. He owed me 40 bucks. So he calls me and he's like, hey man, I got your $40. I need another 40. So he's like, meet me up here, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna give you the 80. I'm like, all right, say no more. So I go up there, meet up with the dude, you know what I'm saying? Give him what I give him. He give me my money. I look down at my hand and I'm like, ain't no reason for me getting caught with this extra little, you know, piece I got on me. So I'm like, you know what the hell that? So I say, yo, he turn around. He walk up to, he's like, I said, check me out. He walk up and I say, here, bro, Merry Christmas. I bless him with a whole nother piece. I blessed him, you feel me? And he's like, yeah, bro, bet that up, bro, bet that up. And walks off. You feel me? So I even blessed him. You get what I'm saying? Gave him a whole extra add-on. Real shit. You know, he paid me my money, bought some, and I gave him an extra piece. So you can't go wrong with that. Next thing you know, I'm walking away, and I have my little senses go off, man. Turn around. I turned around, and dude ran up like this and tried to hit me in my face. And I threw my hands up. And he hit me in my arm. I didn't even know I was hit, though. You feel me? So once he hit me in my arm, I just started rushing him. Started bumping. Boom, boom, boom. Right at the gas station in my hood. Meanwhile, while I'm fighting the dude, you got people at this Subway, the sub shop, right next door. People like from my neighborhood. They all run up. We start beating the dog shit out of them. Start kicking them. Start everything. We start stomping them. So there was blood everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, when there's blood, I'm thinking like, damn, you feel me? Like, we're really, you know, taking his ass up through there. We pick him up, tossed him in the little dumpster that was right there at our corner store. You feel me? We threw he was all banged up. We threw him in the dumpster. All right? Now, he didn't die or nothing like that. Let me make that clear. You feel me? But anyways, we banged him up. Right when I'm done, my homeboy's like, damn, bro, look. And I had a knife sticking out of my arm. It was just a little small knife. It was probably like this big. And I have a scar. I don't know if y'all can really see it right there. But that's a scar right there from where the knife was actually in me. Right there, if y'all could see it. But anyways, the knife was sticking out right here. The whole handle and everything. So I'm like, damn, right? So I told my homeboy to yank it. I told my homeboy yank it out of me, you feel me? Because once he yanked it, I'm thinking like, damn, is this all the blood or whatever? Is it coming from me or is it coming from the dude? But once he yanked the knife out of my arm, my homeboy, it didn't even bleed right away. And I seen like the fat in my arm, like all white gooey meat. It looked like brain kind of. It was like gooey looking. You know what it looked like? It looked like if you ever go to the grocery store and you go to like the meat section and you see lamb, like it looked white like that. That's what it looked like inside where the knife was at. As soon as I touched it and went to touching the little gooey meat, it stung real bad. And then it just started gushing. And I had to wrap it on up and get from over there. You see what I'm saying? But that was the first time that I was stabbed. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been cut on petty little situations and stuff like that. But that right there was considered a stabbing. You feel me? And, you know, I didn't notice it because of my adrenaline. You know? And it was just one of those things. If I hadn't put my hand up, I would have got hit in the face. And old Frog wouldn't look like this on camera right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that was kind of like a luck, you know, sense situation. Like I just happened to sense turn around. And I wasn't even thinking anything of it because, like I said, he called me. He paid me the rest of the money and bought some, and I gave him more. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was like, ain't no sense of going to jail on Christmas with this. Let me go ahead and bless him. That's exactly how it went. And this is when before I even went to my juvenile program. I was 13 years old at this time. This happened when I was 13 years old. You feel me? Now, the second time I got hit, this was probably, I'd say, I want to say in 2008. Yeah, back in 2008, somewhere around there. What ended up happening then was I was with my homeboy, and my homeboy and his old lady were arguing. They were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So he said, you know what? He told her to get her shit, and he's dropping her back off at home. So he dropped her back off at home. I drive with her because that was my main dog, my dog Pistol P. A lot of people done seen him a couple times. You feel me? So I'm riding with him. We go drop his old lady off at home. Next thing you know, when we go to drop her off, we leave. He forgot his necklace. I guess he had a gold chain. So he's like, oh, let's go back there and get it. So a couple hours later, we go back there and get it. When we go there to get it, she's got hickeys all on her neck. Supposedly, she was messing with her neighbor at the time. So she was cheating on my dog, you feel me? So by her cheating on my dog or whatever, and this is what was crazy, is he was married to her, you feel me? Like, that was his wife, you know? So that's the crazy part. That was his wife. So next thing you know, I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, where to do that, bro? I'm gonna bang him up for you. Where's he at? You know, like, that's what I said. I'm gonna bang him up. So next thing you know, we can't get the dude to come outside. He lived next door to her. So one of my homeboys that lived in the same neighborhood as him, like, lived on, like, 2 streets over from my dog's wife and the dude who I was trying to get my hands on, he ended up calling some girl in his neighborhood, right? And he told her, oh, come out front real quick. So we pull up to this girl's house. Once we pull up to the girl's house, I realize I know the girl. You feel me? She used to live in my neighborhood. So once I see who it is, she sees it's me. She's like, oh my gosh. She runs up, hugs on me and shit. So I tell her, hey man, I need you to call my dog, man. I'm trying to surprise him. He don't even know I'm supposedly the same dude that we're trying to get our hands on. He wanted, you know, to sleep with this girl. The girl that, you know, I'm at her house right now. So I say, hey man, call him, man. Tell him, you know, tonight's your lucky night, man. I'm trying to surprise him. I'm in town for the night. She's like, for real? Wait, that's your dog? I'm like, yeah, that's my dog. I'm just trying to surprise him. You know what I'm saying? He don't, you know, he ain't expecting me. You feel me? Really, I'm just trying to persuade him to come outside. So she's like, all right. So she calls him. He answers the phone. She's like, oh, look, I've been thinking about you a lot. I know as bad as you've been wanting it. Tonight's the night. I think I'm, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Let's do let's do what you've been wanting to do. And he's like, for real? She's like, yeah, I'm about to walk down there right now. I guess come outside. He's like, all right. Now, in this time, my dogs get in the car and they go around to the other end of the street. I walk down the street myself. It was windy out. You know what I'm saying? I had a hooded jacket on. You feel me? And I'm walking. You know, I had my shit zipped wide open. I didn't even have a shirt on under the jacket. All you seen was Davey tatted on my stomach. And it's breezy, you know what I'm saying? So the jacket's blowing and I'm smoking a wine black and mild. This was back when I used to smoke wine black and mild, which I ain't smoked one of them in years now. But, and he comes out, and as he comes out to the street, he looks and he sees just one dude walking down the street coming from like where the girl lived. So when he looks, he crouches down and starts walking back behind the truck that was parked in his yard. I don't see this, but my homeboys in the car that went to the other end of the street, they supposedly seen him do that. So they get out the car and they're coming from that way. I'm coming from that way. And our whole goal is to, like, you know, catch him all, you know, catch him, get his ass. So I walk all the way by. I don't see him. I get to the end of the street. I meet up with my dogs. Now me and Pistol P, we start walking back up the block. When we start walking up the block, my other homeboy's walking through like the street behind. And all of a sudden we hear, I got him. So we run over there, and my homeboy was painting him. My homeboy went to painting him. You feel me? Like, was whooping him in his front yard. They went to fighting. Boom, 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 boom. So we run over there real quick. When we run over there, in his front yard, you know, he's got all these decorations and shit. You know, like these Christmas decorations. And I thought it was a knife. You feel me? But what it was is he grabbed like these antlers off of this damn reindeer thing. And he went to hit my dog, Pistol P, in the face. So I pushed Pistol P in the face and got hit in the back. So when I got hit in the back, I was like, damn, you feel me? Like it just felt like a weird punch. Like I didn't know I was stabbed. It just felt like a weird punch. It just like when he hit me, I felt it inside me. Like it didn't just connect. It was like, ooh, it was like weird feeling. And then next thing you know, boom, when that shit happened, we just started mopping them. You feel me? And you know what we did, what we had to do to them. Next thing you know, we take off running. You feel me? As we take off running, we run all the way back to the vehicle, which is in front of the girl's house. You feel me? And then when we're going to get in front of the house and shit, to get in the car, we jump in the car. My other homeboy, the one that caught him, was like, damn, bro, I think he stabbed me, bro. And he pulls his shirt up, and he's got these little tiny holes that look like little nail bites, like the size of a nail. Like he barely even got hit, is what it looks like. You feel me? And I'm like, man, he ain't stabbed you, man. Get in there, man. Get in there. You feel me? And then I sit in the car. Boom, come on, let's go. So we're driving. We irk off. We're going all the way back towards my neighborhood. I'm riding, drinking an OE, malt liquor. That's what we used to drink when I was younger. OEs, Old English. I had a quart. So I'm drinking that, and then all of a sudden I'm like, bro, why my back feel wet, bro? Because my shirt started feeling heavy and soaked. It was sticking to me. So I pulled my shirt up, and he's like, damn, bro, he got you, bro, he got you. I was gushing. So I'm like, damn. So I took my shirt off, balled it up, and put it behind me and leaned back against it and was drinking my OE. And I was listening to Lil Wayne, No Ceilings. That's when Lil Wayne's mixtape, No Ceilings, came out. You feel me? Crank the radio up. Boom. We're riding and drinking. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, as I'm drinking, I can't swallow. So I go like this, like I'm drinking, and then I couldn't swallow. I had to lean forward to let the beer come out of my mouth. Like if my lung, because he punctured my lung. So next thing you know, boom, I had to go to the hospital. I go to the hospital, they put staples in me and everything. You feel me? They told me that they were gonna have to transfer me to a trauma place or something like that, or something, and they were gonna have to cut my side open and stick a tube in me to get like on my x-rays, it showed my lungs, and then it showed a white line from like an airline, like you could tell that's where the knife entered into my lung. You feel me? And it was a punctured lung, is what they gave me, like a little pamphlet of what it was and all this shit. And they wanted to transfer me to another hospital to cut my side open, to stick a tube in me so the air can drip out with the blood or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, like that was a scary situation. And it all happened because my dog's old lady cheated on him. You know, and that was his wife. You feel me? They were married, literally, like real deal married. So, you know, I had to stick up for my homeboy. And then the thing that made it the worst through it all is my homeboy at the time was in the Marines, and he was just down here visiting us. You feel me? He came home to visit for like 12 days, and they you know, they wanted to call his sergeant or whatever it is, and you know what I'm saying, and wanted to get his ass in trouble, all because he brought me to the hospital. I said he found me like this. He found me like this. You know, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? He found me like this. He just gave me a ride. He just gave me a ride is what I was just saying. You feel me? So he wanted to get in trouble. And that shit was just crazy. Man, I'll never forget when I was inside that hospital and the doctor came in there, made that shit seem so like something you see in a movie. You know what I'm saying? He came in there and was like, they're running around, they're yelling at each other. The officer, he's telling this person, run over here. They're grabbing all these different tools and these different like wheelchair looking things, beds for me to lay on. I'm like, boy, it's finna go down, dog. It's finna go down. You feel me? That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, boy, this shit's getting serious, ain't it? You know, but me being a hard head and me being, you know, in front of my homeboys and shit, it could have cost me my life. Because I asked the doctor, I said, can I die from this? And he's like, yeah, it's real serious. And then I looked at him. And then I had all them little things on me with the wires, and I ripped them all off and was like, I refuse. Where do I sign at? You see? And then I left. And when I left, my dog brought me to my baby mama's. And when he dropped me off at my baby mama's house, next thing you know, that shit just went to hurting, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. Then that's when they said I had a collapsed lung. And then that's when I went back to the hospital a second time, and then they just gave me like some pills and shit and had me just sit there and watch me for a little while until I decided, you know, it was over with, and I ended up leaving from there. You feel me? But that shit was like a crazy situation, you know. And I'll do it again, though, for my homeboys. My day ones, the ones I've been down with since day one. That's just how I am, you feel me? I put my life on the line, you know? And I would do that again for people that I've known my whole life. Because my homeboys will do the same, you know? And I learned, like, through my experience of going to prison, you'll meet a lot of cool people in prison. People that you swear, like, damn, bro, I wish I would have met them years ago, dog. Like, they're so cool. They're so loyal. Everything. You'll come across people like that. But then, down the line, y'all will end up falling out. You know, over some snake shit or whatever it may be. And then you're like, damn. And it makes you snap back into reality. That's exactly why I don't fuck with no one except for my day ones. You see? Because you can't hang out with the same people on the streets that you hung out with in prison. The vibe will be different. You know, you'll end up being cool with someone in prison and y'all click so tight, but they don't act the same on the streets. Why? Because on the streets, they have ways to get a hold of something that they weren't able to get a hold of in prison. In prison, they were only acting as cool to you the way you would act, to where y'all think y'all got so much in common because y'all are in an area to where y'all have no choice but to adapt the same because y'all are going through the same lifestyle right now. But once you, boom, boom, y'all parting from in prison and now y'all are on the streets, now they're back to their true lifestyle, you're back to your true lifestyle. So now what they do you see is flaw, and what you do is what they don't like. And then next thing you know, y'all got two different eyes, and y'all are still trying to be cool, but y'all got two different lifestyles now. You see? That's why I always learned, if it ain't one of my day ones, don't even take the time to spend too much time getting to know them. Just, yeah, bro, I feel you, and that's about it. Just leave it like that, because that's the type of shit that you're going to learn through the experiences in prison. You always feel like you have shit in common, but truly you don't once you come home. And that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I got stabbed, my dog was crying. My dog was in the waiting room crying for me, dog. You feel me? And that showed me a lot right there. You feel me? Like real, you know how they say real men don't cry? Shit, it all depends on what it is. You feel me? When my dad died, I cried. You know what I'm saying? When my little brother was in the damn infirmary, when he was in the damn, you know, ICU, boy, I was crying. Ain't no shame in my game. You feel me? And that's real shit. When you see someone crying for you, you know, especially a dude, when he's crying like that, that shows you, bro, he truly care. You feel me? And that's real. You know, because I'll say one thing. Old Kfrog, man, I done met so many people in the world. And I can't name a handful of people who done cried for me, other than females, ex-girlfriends, and my parents and shit, you know. But I'm talking about like homeboys or dudes I was cool with, none of that. You feel me? So that showed me a lot. So when I got hit, it was all worth it, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. I was telling him, don't worry about it. Oh, I'm going to pay your medical bill and everything, bro. He wanted to pay my medical bill. You feel me? He wanted to pay it was like a $15,000 thing. The little surgery and everything they did on me when they put the staples in my back, everything they did, he wanted to cover all that. You feel me? I'm like, man, don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Because you in the Marines fighting for your life. I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to have your life on the line right now getting money to pay my medical bill. Don't worry about it, bro. I did this shit for you. You good. You feel me? And that's that right there showed him like, he didn't want to take that as an answer, but it showed him like, you good, bro. Like, you good. It is what it is, bro. Yeah, but if it wasn't for me, bro, you wouldn't have got hit, bro, because that bitch, da-da-da-da. And it is what it is, bro. Charge that shit to the game. I mean, shit, it is what it is. I'm front line. I was front lining before I even went to prison. It was front line in prison. That's, you know, that's what it is. That's why I don't really hang out with people like that, because I know me, I'm gonna act an ass to help out my people. You feel what I'm saying? And look, it almost cost me my life when I got wet. First time was on me when I got hit in the arm. Second time, you know, I took that for my dog. You feel me? And I would do it again. But what threw me, though, is I didn't even know I was hit. When I got hit, it just felt like a weird punch. That's it. It just felt weird, you know? And that shit was a scary situation. I got a scar probably like this big right on my spine. Like, I'm lucky he didn't hit my spine. Like, it went in where my spine is, but he, like, went sideways. You feel me? But it's right on my spine line. It's right where that scar is. And it went in, but he curved it. You feel me? And I'm just thankful that, you know, I made it through. You know what I'm saying? Because it can happen to anybody. You know, and that's back when I was living wild and reckless on the streets. You know? That's why I used to just jump the gun and do whatever first. You know what I'm saying? I used to just be on that. Okay. You feel me? But I learned to slow down. I learned a lot. Patience is key. You feel me? When it comes to anything. Believe it or not, patience is key. You feel me? That's why I got this other new merch coming out. You know, I got the merch Real Spill that just came out. I got this other merch I'm about to drop. It's going to say cautious, never scared. You feel me? Cautious, but never scared. You feel me? And that's what it is. Because now I'm just cautious with things. But I'm never scared. You feel me? But I just, you know, so y'all look for that merch. It's going to be dropping pretty soon, too. I got my graphic designer and everything putting it together as we speak. You know? But it can happen to anybody. You know? Like... And even though me having experience of being, you know, hit and knowing how life-threatening it is and you know, that it's dangerous as hell, that still ain't stopped me, you know, from doing how I was living in prison, you feel me? A bitch get out of line, bro, and you gotta wet them, you gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? But I've been on both sides of the knife, literally. I was on the fucked up side before I went to prison. And I know how close it was and how serious and dangerous it was. That's why when I was in prison, I wasn't gonna let someone else jump first. I'd be damned if someone wet me up when I already know what it feels like. I already know how close and severe it is. You feel me? Like I said, it didn't even hurt. You feel me? My adrenaline was going. It didn't even hurt. It just felt weird. And it was still life-threatening. You feel me? So it's like, damn, pass away from something that you can't even feel. You know, like, why would I even risk that? Your ass come with that bullshit, boy, I'm finna give it to you. You know, and that's what it is, man. I told y'all in one of my videos just recently that I was gonna do this little video. I spoke on some parts of these before, though. On one of them, I believe. I spoke on the one when I got hit with the reindeer antlers and stuff like that. It was like a hard piece of, like, wood. Like look like the points of a buck that people hang on it. It was like that. And it was, I guess, due to the force of him swinging it to try to hit my homeboy in the face. When I pushed him out of the way and he stumbled this way, I took it to the back. You feel me? And that's what it was. But I'm thankful, you know, that I ain't end up passing away from it because I was just about to have my firstborn around that time. My baby mama was actually pregnant. We were about to have a baby around that time. And next thing you know, I'm at the hospital. You feel me? Straight up. That shit's crazy, you know what I'm saying? It can happen to anybody, bro. It don't matter how big and bad you are, man. Anything can happen. You know, and I'm just sharing some stories with y'all from when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be sharing another story with y'all, letting y'all know how another time I got snitched on. You feel me? Like with one of my charges. You know, how I ended up, like, I did one before on someone who snitched on me on some shit that wasn't even mine. You know, he told that I was trying to get him to take the charge on pills that were his, you know what I'm saying? I already told the video on that one. But this one, I'm going to be breaking it down to how a charge that is on my record, how I literally got told on. You feel me? Just want to give y'all more of a background insight about me. That's why I've been giving y'all these type of videos lately, you know? But anyways, I'm going to wrap this one on up. You know, y'all drop in the comment section, man. Anytime y'all had a bad experience, you know what I'm saying? Whether someone tried to hit you, whether you accidentally hit yourself, or, you know, whatever it is, man. You know, I always like to read new comments and see what other people be going through out there, you feel me? I know this ain't really a funny video like everyone's used to, but boy, it's that real spill. Don't get more realer than this. But anyways, man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clear it. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Until next time, this Frog.